What is up, guys? NYKF31 here, bringing you a Madden 16 quick little video. I'm going to talk about contesting the release of the tight end and how it's desperately needed in the game, and also how, if you're willing to be a little bit brave on the sticks and do it manually, it changes things drastically as far as enhancing your ability to cover the tight end and freaking out your opponent and forcing him into mistakes. This is a online CFM game against a user opponent, and he's the Patriots, and he's in the Patriots base empty set, which has a back in the slot with Gronk in the other slot as well, and another tight end in the slot, I believe. I think that's a tight end. I'm not sure. No, that's a receiver. And in EA's infinite wisdom, it has the corner lined up on the back as opposed to lined up sensibly for the most favorable matchup on the tight end, but I digress. Now, if I left this to the AI, my linebacker, Demario Davis in this case, would be lined up off the line of scrimmage here, which would allow Gronk a free release. So I move him close enough to be able to get a nice user jam on him, and I hold down R1, and I initially use L1 CPU assist to kind of get my direction sorted out, and I never leave my finger. My R1 is always pressed. My finger never leaves R1, so I'm R1, 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 user bump, user bump. I mean, I don't expect to stone Gronk off the line of scrimmage. I just want to slow down his release and continue to ride him. So I'm still holding down R1 plus CPU assist until I'm about 5 yards into the route. Now I'm sprinting. I take my hand off the CPU assist, and now it's all me. And I'm sprinting with Gronk and just trying to match him down the seam. And, guys aren't used to seeing this, so what are guys going to do? They're going to try to test you sometimes and force a ball in there anyway. But I have inside position. A little bit of warp here at the ball hawk. We all know that. It is what it is. But my inside position is respected because I'm doing it manually, and I get the INT. But we need the AI to align properly and allow these tight ends to be challenged off the line of scrimmage. Some tight ends are, of course, going to be harder to contest off the line than others. I mean, if Gronk was lined up against little Buster Skrine here, Skrine, would probably get manhandled. But I have a, beefier player, a linebacker who's a good athlete. Demario Davis is a very good athlete, and he's strong, and I'm physical enough with him to at least slow down the route release, and I maintain the leverage, and I get the INT. So the ability to obstruct the tight end's release with a chip or user jam, user chip, user jam is vital. So hope you guys enjoyed that little insight. Talk to you all later.